WWE dropped two big announcements. Also, AEW in talks with a former WWE star. So much coming up right here on The Ango Show. Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to give you a brief reminder, 100K subscriber special giveaway, WWE World Heavyweight Championship replica belt from WWEshop.com. Once I hit 100,000 subscribers, we're going to do a live stream with tons of prizes, and obviously this being the big one. So if you're not clicking subscribe, you should probably start clicking subscribe like immediately. Ladies and gentlemen, WWE announced Muhammad Ali is headed to the WWE Hall of Fame. And this is a nice little announcement to start off our Monday morning. Obviously, Muhammad Ali has had his history with the WWE, and it just makes sense that Muhammad Ali would be in the WWE Hall of Fame. And quite frankly, I'm glad that they brought him into the Hall of Fame. He is also in WWE 2K24, which is obviously really cool. And actually, by the way, in WWE 2K24, like he's just natively in the game, so like you don't have to do anything to unlock him. I thought that was really cool. But yeah, look, Muhammad Ali obviously has a historied past with the WWE. Muhammad Ali, one of the greatest boxers of all time, and I feel like it's just well known that he should be in the Hall of Fame. I actually like the way that this Hall of Fame is starting to go, right? Like the amount of inductees that they have, and just the way that they've gone about this the entire time. I genuinely feel like it's a really stacked Hall of Fame. It's really interesting to see what Triple H has done, but also we talked about this the other day. The Rock has apparently had some, he's had some input on the Hall of Fame. I don't know what the hell is happening with Endeavor TKO, but like this is starting to become a really cool thing to see, not only from a television product, but also from like a backstage perspective. Things just seem so much better today than it was like 3 years ago. So obviously I'm happy to see something like this. Now, I don't know if Muhammad Ali was Triple H's decision. I don't know if it's The Rock's decision. I don't know if it's Nick Khan's decision. We know that Triple H is a huge fan of boxing. We know that Triple H obviously has huge admiration for this. So this makes a lot of sense being a Triple H pick. But of course, I do wonder who's the one throwing out the names, because you can only get so many people inducted at the same time, right? And I think that makes it a little bit tricky with the WWE Hall of Fame. You can't have a Hall of Fame ceremony that's like 7 hours long. Otherwise, WWE could just induct as many people as they want. But in my opinion, I think this is good. I also think it's cool to see that WWE, with the Hall of Fame, it looks like they have a couple people left, and it sounds like they are saving the best for last. It's like every time they announce a new inductee, it just continuously gets better. So I'm a really big fan of that. Another big announcement that WWE made today: CM Punk is returning to WWE Raw. But here's the interesting thing: they have released a press release to let you know that CM Punk will be back on Raw. CM Punk returns Monday Night Raw to Monday Night Raw in his hometown of Chicago on March 25th. New seating sections released to meet demand. WWE, part of TKO Group Holdings, today announced that CM Punk will make a sensational return to Monday Night Raw at Allstate Arena in Chicago, Illinois on Monday, March 25th. The sold-out show will now have brand new seating sections open to meet demand. This is actually pretty insane because WWE is on this streak where like every show now is selling out. For those who don't know, like they have been pretty much on a really, really hot streak. They've sold over 12,000 tickets for tonight's episode. The March 25th episode with CM Punk returning has already sold out weeks in advance. Now they're going to open up more sections for CM Punk. CM Punk in Chicago, just like a week or two before WrestleMania. Guys, this is how I look at it. CM Punk needs to be involved. He needs to be involved in the World Heavyweight Championship match in some capacity. He might not be able to wrestle. That's completely fine. But Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins, there is so many great storylines for CM Punk to come back to when he is cleared. Have him at WrestleMania. Have CM Punk either on commentary, and if it is possible at all, have him as special guest referee. Oh my gosh, it would be amazing. I think one of the coolest things, by the way, and I predicted this on a live stream, so please, 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 somebody just clip this. If this happens, this would be legendary. But imagine CM Punk was special guest referee for Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins, and CM Punk was the one who had to count to 3 when Drew McIntyre beats Seth Rollins. It just adds more incredible layers to their story, because when CM Punk comes back, WWE is not hiding it. Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk is the direction that they are going to go inevitably. I think it could be really dope if they revisit that. If CM Punk cannot physically be a special guest referee for WrestleMania, not a problem. Have him on commentary. I would like to see him involved. But the fact that CM Punk is going to be on Raw, it's good. I believe that there are talent who sometimes they just need to be on TV regardless of the injuries, you know? And if they could be on TV or be involved in some capacity despite being injured, it's okay. As long as they could do something, you know, you keep them in the loop somehow. By the way, this is a little side note. If you made it to this video, there's obviously no timestamp for this, but there is some rumors that Sheamus is going to be returning soon as well. So just keep that in mind. Sheamus, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. And you have a lot of stuff actually happening on Raw, despite Cody's big focus being Roman Reigns and the Bloodline. There's some big stuff happening on Raw. I think that's awesome. It's a good thing. You know what else is a good thing? AEW is reportedly in talks with Shelton Benjamin. I am super excited about this because just in general, I feel like this is good for the wrestling industry, and it's also good for AEW to bring in somebody who has experience. Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select reported that Shelton Benjamin and All Elite Wrestling have recently had conversations, and they have discussed him possibly appearing for the company. Per Sapp, there is no word on whether he would be signing a contract or if he would be on a full-time deal. Likewise, it is unclear whether anything has been finalized as well. However, Sapp writes that they have been in contact and they have talked about potential appearances. This is so cool, man. We know that people have wanted Shelton Benjamin in AEW. Interestingly enough, Max Caster responded to a tweet saying that they don't want him. I don't know if Max Caster has been hacked or whatever, but whatever the fuck is happening on his Twitter account, just absolutely ridiculous. But nonetheless, Shelton Benjamin, absolutely a stud in the ring. And look, I'm not expecting Shelton Benjamin to go into AEW and win the world championship and do anything like that. At the end of the day, I think Shelton Benjamin needs to just be involved and help out and be on TV. He's a great wrestler. I think towards the end of his run with WWE, they didn't really do much with him, which is a shame because Shelton Benjamin is incredible. And I think he's an amazing wrestler. And, you know, at the end of the day, not only is he an amazing wrestler, but he could do the character stuff too. So I think there's a lot of potential with Shelton Benjamin. And, look, it's very rare that I swear when I talk about wrestling, but there's a few things I'm passionate about. And I'm passionate about people who have not been given the most opportunities to get an opportunity. I'm passionate about that. I want to see Shelton Benjamin go far. I want to see him do some stuff. When he was doing stuff in Pro Wrestling Noah, I think that changed a perception of him too. So, which is a great thing. It's a positive thing. He has influence. He has experience. He has a lot of stuff that he brings to the table for AEW, and I don't think it is relatively shocking that I would want him in there. With that being said, I want to know what you guys think down below.